And welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Here to talk about a huge NBA trade that has gone down a couple days before the 2017 NBA free agency period, as Chris Paul is traded to the Houston Rockets. And get your notepads ready, because this is a hell of a deal. Okay, so the Clippers send Chris Paul to the Rockets. Okay, that makes sense. And in exchange, the Rockets sent to the Clippers the following. They send Sam Dekker, Patrick Beverley, Lou Williams, DeAndre Liggins, Darren Hilliard, Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Wiltjer, don't know who that is, a top 3 protected pick for 2018, and $661,000 in cash consideration. 9 components to this deal for one man, 7 current NBA players, a draft pick for 2018, and cash consideration. Now, I like this deal for both teams. Let's start with the Clippers real quick, because everyone hates this deal for the Clippers for the most part. But what you must understand is that Chris Paul could have left the Clippers today for free. So the fact that the Clippers got anything is good. This is not similar to Paul George potentially being traded, because Paul George has a legitimate year left on his deal. Chris Paul could leave today. If he was still on the Clippers, he could leave today for nothing. So the fact that they got something for this guy before he opted out is a brilliant addition. You got a bunch of players here that could be nice role players for you in the future. You could have a starter here in Patrick Beverley. I mean, he's been a star in the past. Personally, I'm not the biggest Beverley fan. I'd like for him to come off the bench, but you could start him. That's fine. In fact, they will. They have no choice. So it'd be fine for him. Sam Dekker, he could continue to improve, maybe end up doing something. I don't think he's ever going to be a starter. Hopefully, he's not starting for you. So yeah, Lou Williams, I think he has like 1 year left on his deal. From there, you have to re-sign him, but he's getting old to me. I may stay away. But you like the fact that you got something for Chris Paul. So I like this deal for the Clippers because they got something, and they're going all in for 2018. Good luck with that, because the Lakers are going all in 2018. Kind of looks like the Celtics may be going all in on 2018. And if you fail getting Westbrook or LeBron or Paul George or DeMarcus Cousins, you're going to be in some hot water, okay? So just consider that. But now this upcoming year, the Clippers most likely will stink, because Blake Griffin will likely leave. Hopefully he leaves. Then you'll stink. Okay, you can end up with a top 5 draft pick and have a lot of competition, though, because the Nets are going to stink. The Celtics will get their pick. The Hawks are going to stink. I don't think the Suns improved enough. We'll see what they do in free agency. I don't think the Magic improved enough. The Kings could stink. They're very young. So a lot of stinkage in the NBA could prevent the Knicks. Oh, God. A lot of stinkage could prevent the Clippers from getting a top 5 pick this year. But now they have a shot. So look out for that. Now, as for the Houston Rockets, Chris Paul added, and I love it, okay? Now, everyone's making this argument. Let me go ahead and refute it. The argument that Chris Paul and James Harden cannot coexist in the same backcourt, because you cannot have 2 ball-dominant guards on one team. Now, here's my counter-argument. When was the last time you ever had 2 ball-dominant guards in the backcourt? It doesn't happen often in the NBA. But I can tell you the last time we had 2 ball-dominant players on the same team, and they won the NBA championship this year in Stephen Curry and KD. I can tell you the time before that in Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, and they won the NBA championship. I can tell you about Kobe and Shaq, who both needed the ball in their hands to make an impact. They're isolation players. Shaq, post-up player. Kobe, isolation player, mid-range, 3-point, doing his thing. And they won. I argue that in order to maximize your potential to win an NBA championship, you better have 2 ball-dominant players. Kyrie, LeBron. LeBron and D-Wade. LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh, by the way. LeBron, Kyrie, and Kyle Love. You're surrounding Chris Paul and James Harden with a bunch of non-creators. Trevor Ariza can't really create off the dribble. Ryan Anderson can't really create off the dribble. Eric Gordon can't really create off the dribble. What the hell's the problem? This works to me. I see nothing wrong with what the Rockets are doing here. Now, If they add Carmelo Anthony, that's where I'm like, okay, maybe now there's some chemistry issues. But in this Mike D'Antoni scheme and system, there's plenty of ball to go around. And Chris Paul is not that much of a scorer. His career average is around 19, maybe 18 points per game. He's not going to score 25 points per game. The Golden State Warriors had KD, Clay, and Steph, all averaging over 22 points per game. KD and Steph averaging over 25. Chris Paul will give you 18. Harden with Chris Paul probably give you like 27. What the hell is so dangerous about having an 18 point per game point guard and a 27 point per game shooting guard? And in this Mike D'Antoni high octane, fast moving offense in which they have more possessions than almost anyone else in the NBA. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with the potential chemistry or fit here. And James Harden is a guy that, yes, his usage this year was really high. He took a bunch of shots for Houston, but he can take a step back. Right? You don't see James Harden during the All-Star game looking to win MVP, jacking up a bunch of shots like Russell Westbrook loves to do, or during Team USA jacking up a bunch of shots. No, remember when he was back playing for OKC, he was fine taking that number 3 role. James Harden can take a step back, and Chris Paul, again, he's never been a big-time scorer. This isn't Russell Westbrook. This isn't even Kyrie Irving. He's a guy that is a two-way player, a guy that, yes, needs the ball to set up the other players on the court, but James Harden, for his career, has been a shooting guard, for at least the later part of his career. He came in the NBA as a point guard. He's been a shooting guard. He knows how to play off the ball. Every shooting guard growing up, okay, if you've been playing two guard ever since you were a child, middle school, high school, you know how to play off the ball. That ain't a problem. Okay, so this is fine to me. Now, will they win? Will they win the NBA championship? No. Right? The Warriors are still better. Now, again, some people want them to add Carmelo or Paul George. I'm not into Melo. Paul George, okay. Now, that would be 3 ball-dominant players, but again, we just saw Kyrie, Kevin Love, and LeBron win. So don't tell me that Paul, Harden, and Paul George can't coexist. They can coexist. Maybe they won't win, but they can coexist. In the NBA now, you need a big 3 to win pretty much, especially when the Warriors are as stacked as they are. So having a big 2 that they currently have is not a big chemistry issue. Mike D'Antoni, I'm sure, is going to make it work. And to me, they're better. Right now, they're on the same level as the Spurs. I can't say better. But one injury happens to KD, who's been injured in the past. Guess who's going to win the Western Conference? It may be the Houston Rockets. And now you have Chris Paul, who can alleviate some pressure off of James Harden in the playoffs, because James Harden has not been showing up in the playoffs. So to me, this is a great deal for Houston. Now, if he leaves after 1 year, it won't be that great, but I don't think you've lost much here. I mean, now you're going to have to replace your almost entire bench, right? You only have like 5 players now. You have Chris Paul, Harden, Ariza, Clint Capella, and someone I'm forgetting. Nate Hilario is going to be a free agent. So that's pretty much your roster right there. But I'm sure you're going to sign plenty of free agents. It won't really matter. So your bench is gone. That's unfortunate. But to me, you're really going... You're much closer to being to an NBA championship than you were last week. And I like this deal for the Houston Rockets. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the Houston Rockets trading for Chris Paul. What are your thoughts on this deal? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.